Good morning to you. I hope you are well. Happy Monday, or not. Bloody Mondays, eh? But thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for being here, there, wherever you are in the world. We are here, of course, to give you all the news and amazingness that you never thought that you might need to know, and bring you all those amazing little conspiracies in the news and topics. Again, you never even knew you wanted to know. For example, today I've got a couple of stories for you to start your day with wonder and amazement. We've got a few different things that I've got for you. We've got spy whales. We've got a couple of people from Florida. We've got letters from Jesus. We've got killer clowns and a man who thinks he might be a hamster. So do stay tuned for all of those things this morning. If you managed to catch the episode that went out over the weekend, thank you very much for doing that. I hope you enjoyed having a usual episode next to these lives. Not sure how the lives are going to go, but I'm going to keep on doing them when people are watching them. So if you are here, do please throw me a like and say hello. So let's move on, first of all, to our first amazing story, which, of course, is the spy whale murder. Intrigue, I'm sure. So we are, of course, talking about this beloved sky whale, Haldimir. I probably butchered that one. Haldimir, yes, is found dead under mysterious circumstances. Oh, yes, and nothing more mysterious than a whale death, I'm sure. Oh, hola, GSP. How's it going over there in California land? I hope you're well. Good morning to you. So yes, here he is, the beloved whale. He's believed that he was escaped from a past life as a Russian spy, but was found dead over the weekend in what animal rights organizations were saying is unnatural circumstances. Oh, good stuff. You're having coffee too. Fantastic. That is the best way to go. I personally have got rocking the Nightmare Before Christmas mug again. I don't have any new ones. Do you have such a suitable vessel? Do we have gallons, or are we rocking a cup? Let's see how we go. So anyway, this beluga whale apparently was found in 2019 wearing a camera harness that said "Equipment St. Petersburg." Or maybe it's a Novichok injection via an umbrella, perhaps. Maybe that's what IV drip of coffee. Oh, I'm with you. Yeah. What you can't see, I'm currently having an enema of coffee. That was probably maybe we don't have any for enema jokes. So anyway, so the thing that tipped them off was that it had a label on it saying Equipment St. Petersburg. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was going to be doing some sort of super secret whale bomb spy, I probably wouldn't put my name on it. In fact, maybe it's not them. Maybe it's somebody else that's sort of, pranking. Maybe it's I don't know, China or somewhere. They said, yes, this is St. Petersburg. Yes, it's the Russians. They'll believe us. If it's crazy and spy stuff, Russians. Yeah, we'll all believe that. But theories about his mysterious past sparked headlines and intrigue. Well, but of course he was so lovely, everybody got to know him. He was very interested in people and responded to hand signals. So I'm wondering if what sort of hand signals he was doing. But if he was responding to hand signals, probably recording a lot. Was this Timu? Oh, do we have an advert? Did that Timu advert come up? I'm not quite sure. We'll go with it. Timu, why not? The gentle giant, who was about 2 tons, blimey, was actually went viral. Look at that. For retrieving a kayaker's dropped GoPro. Yeah, I probably recognize a camera. I know what a camera is. I need that. And also played rugby, played with an underwater. His close up. Oh dear, we never look very good in close ups, do we? Ooh, dear, oh dear. Turn it sideways, that's almost obscene, isn't it? But Haldimir, so it's Haldimir. Apparently Haldir is like Russian for whale, and then Vladimir is a bit of that Putin name. You're learning. You are nothing but learning this morning. You're welcome. You can share this knowledge with your friends at work or wherever it is you spend your day. Tell the children. They'd be thrilled. Mummy's gone mad again. So there was this one whale place, and they were sought to protect him. Not doing such a great job, of course. Hopes that Vladimir's safety were dashed on Saturday. I don't know how old this is. It's not that old. It's not that long ago. When he was found dead. Oh no. The heavily trafficked waters just outside of Stavanger in Norway. Oh dear. This morning, after receiving a sighting from a local art team, arrived to find floating peacefully in the water. Well, yeah, it had a lot of holes in them. So I'd like to suggest that the holes weren't quite peaceful. Yeah, bled to death. There's nothing peaceful particularly about that. I know, aren't people weird? Weird in Wales. Wales people, it's the nature of life is just it's odd, isn't it? So the Norwegian people basically they're going to conduct an autopsy, for animals. Oh, there you go. There's a difference. I did not know. And release the results in 2 or 3 weeks. Oh, right, okay. They said in a statement to the people. I had to make a statement about this too. So essentially, yes, he had holes pouring from his body, with blood pouring from his body. Oh, God, goodness me. So that sounds like he's been shot, doesn't it? He's been assassinated. Maybe it was a killer tuna that they've been trained to sort of rock up and, poke him in the eye. Hold on a second, though. But this person here, hang on, I see. This is where the waters get muddy. Yeah. See what I did there? Sebastian Strand. Sounds like a fake name already. The founder of Marine Mind told AFP, don't know who they are, that there were no visible injuries on his body. Well, we prefer not to talk about human rifts in a time of mourning. People have different ideas of how to best to safeguard him. You're safeguarding this beluga whale. Is he particularly vulnerable? Is he likely to get into gangs and hang around on street corners? I mean, how do we need to support this whale? This is quite in depth. So anyway, yes. So I'm now with bated breath. How long ago was this? Can we get an update? Where are we? September. Well, do you know? Stay tuned, and I will bring you more amazing news from amazingness around the world, and maybe we'll find out. He needs a safe space. yeah, he does, doesn't he? You know, I got to avoid certain things. So let's move on to our next story, shall we? So the next story, it's just keep swimming. So we're still in the water. I didn't even intend to do that. So here we are. We are going to Florida because it is arrested after trying to cross the ocean in a homemade hamster wheel. Arrested for damaging yourself. I guess is as much to some as a criminal offence to others, isn't it? The unaliving of oneself is illegal. Not only did you get it wrong, you're about to get arrested for it. You were so crap at trying to unalive yourself. I'm going to arrest you and stick you in a box by yourself. Yeah, that'll make you feel way better. So Reza Baluchi, again probably butchered, claimed he intended to run more than 4,000 miles across the Atlantic to London. Of course, I mean, why not? 4,000. How does? I need to find out. Right, let's go over here quickly. How long would it take to walk to America? Because I'm imagining he's not going to walk any faster than 150 days. All right, okay. But there's some calculated for 3,000 miles. So this guy, hello. Oh, you got a flash of the future there. Oh, you lucky people. 4,000. Okay, well, it says 3,000 here. If you're a fit walker, you can average distance of 20 miles away. There is no way this man is going to do 20 miles. Did it again. 20 miles in this heap of shit. I mean, what is this? I'm not sure if I'm impressed for the wrong reasons. Has attempted to run. He's tried it 4 times. Now this one I can appreciate his nerve. Do you know you can see? Yeah. Okay. Well, I agree. You know, if you can bloody well got the balls to get in that and try and do what he's going to spend, what 100? Because you can't stop anywhere, can you? It's, as far as I'm aware, it's pretty much a straight bit of water. You know, the puddle between us. He's going to spend more than 150 days at sea in that. You know. Anyway, and he reportedly engaged in a 3-day standoff. Whoa! So he was armed as well. Not only let him go, I'm with you. Free the Florida one. Yes, oh blimey, I'm breaking the place there. Free the Florida one, absolutely. He got it. Wow, so he was armed as well. I suppose if you're going to come across a shark, you know, you could punch it in the nose. As you know, people say, gouge the eyes, punch it in the nose. No, pull out your 45 and blow its fucking brains out. Yes, that makes much more sense to me. Take a shotgun. There you go, Jaws. Smile, you son of a bitch, I believe is the phrase. He's tempted to run to London in a homemade hamster. Thing is, London's also a good 2 hours from the coast. You'd have to then start running through the streets of London. We don't have roads this big. That's that's bigger than our road. Was this? Maybe we find out what happened. Maybe he is what happened to the spy dolphin, and this is just an elaborate ruse to sort of keep it out. I think, oh no, it was a spy whale, holes in it. Yes, it wasn't this guy blasting crap out of it. Yes, maybe they do come up. One was in. Although this is like I made it to Norway, I'd be pretty pleased. Anyway, so and he was an Iranian marathon runner. Okay, so this guy can run. I mean, all right. Okay, so he's fit as hell. So you know, at least he had a bit of it's like people that climb buildings, isn't it? And they just about managed to go up a gym in the garden. How? Why? So he was found 70 nautical miles. What is? I don't know what that is. Let's find out what that is. It's 80. So there's yeah. So that's 80 miles. He managed to get 80. How much of them? I'm just guessing a lot of that was drift. You know, imagine the whales, the waves and stuff. I imagine, just as bloody hell off the coast, just as Hurricane Franklin was barreling towards the eastern US. Wow, and that's it with an agenda. It's nutters with agendas that get things done in this world. I'm sure it is. You know, it's nutters with agendas that thought wingsuits were a good idea. And bloody hell, they look like a great idea. If I only had the balls to have a go on one of those myself. These are the people that were going and discovering other continents, weren't they? People that did this shit, but now they can't discover any continents anymore, and exploring is going to a little bit more difficult, problematic. What have you got to do? Explore the extents of your body, which I think is fucking fantastic. Go this man. It wasn't. It wasn't just a hamster wheel. It was a hydropod. Yeah. That's so much different. That's so much more scientific now. A hydropod, or his bubble. It was made out of metal drums surrounded by inflatable buoys. Well, we can make a few jokes about that, can we? The bubble was propelled through the water by paddles. If these are the paddles, you're joking. I mean, look at the length. That's not going to get you anywhere, is it? That's rubbish design. Terrible. As if that was the only issue that he had, that his paddles were crap. I think he had a few more issues. Bellucci was also armed with two 12-inch knives and told officials he would use them on himself if he attempted to be removed from his vessel. Right, so that was what the standoff was. Blimey, okay. Officials thought it was a threat. I definitely can't say that. At first, as Bellucci held wires in his hand while making a threat. Okay, Coast Guards called the disposal experts before they determined the threat to be a hoax. Blimey, here he is. I was quite big actually. Look, there he is in the middle. He's only that's actually a lot bigger than I thought. That must weigh a ton. Jesus, trying to pay. You know, I'd like to see him doing it. Is there no footage? You know, any video? You suck. But he made it 70 miles in this thing. I mean, I bet he's had a whale of a time. Hurricane reached Category 4 at its peak and wreaked havoc on blah, blah, blah in Bermuda. And it was pretty life-threatening and terrible. There you go. Baluchi has previously claimed he attended these voyages to raise money for a variety of causes. Well, there you go. Look at that. He's doing it. Oh, blimey. He's doing it not only to raise homeless for that, raise money for homeless, but money for the Coast Guard. To fucking rescue him every 2 minutes. So well done. That's it's just cleaning up after yourself, really, that, isn't it? I will never give up my dream, he said. They stopped me 4 or 5 times, but I will never give up. Well, I can bloody well get on board with that. Cheers to you, you nutter. What a whack job. Great minds, GSP. Great minds. So let's get on to another. I've got to go pick my son up soon, so I'm going to keep it moving. We're on to Killer Clowns again from Florida. Now, your Killer Clown. Here is Killer Clown. This is what surprised me. That is the face of your Killer Clown. Yes, Florida's convicted Killer Clown released from prison for the murder of her husband's then wife. Well. Crazy. Now, it's actually an old story, this one. She was found her DNA was found connected to a bunch of things like, the getaway car and a murder weapon. And people had seen her and all these sorts of things. And one of the children was there, actually saw her do it, heard everything, saw it, and said who it was. But no. They didn't find this enough evidence with which to get there until some DNA palaver turned up recently, and they said no. Well, actually, I think this woman shot the other woman. Essentially, she turned up at the door dressed as a clown, and then the woman opened the door. The clown gave her some balloons. The woman said, "Oh, how nice." Sorry. And then the clown did nasty things to her, ending her life. Yes. Then she wasn't arrested until 27 years later. When all the DNA was found. But her people, of course, her Rosenfeld people, have said that the evidence is weak. Except they've also got CCTV of her going and buying the balloons. Not the one. They even described that there was one silver one. There we are. It even describes them. One of them said, one of the balloons basically it was silver and said, "You're the greatest." That was also in the footage. So, yes, is that weak evidence? Well, I don't know. Plus, of course, and then she'd also told her mother, "If anything happens to me, Mike done it." So, very innocent, properly innocent. 27 years to convict that lady. Well done, her. Let's move on again to our next one. We are one more. Yes, it was woman on woman, pink on pink, or yeah. It's very early for anyway. Yes, pink on pink. Bless her. Well, not bless her. Bless the woman that got shot. Anyway, I'm gonna smash her on. What have we got? We've got one last. Oh no, hold on. What's this one? Oh yes, it's the Jesus thing. Jesus decided to write Oprah Winfrey a letter. Because that happens, but there's a few twists in this little one. In Walterboro, Maine, Jesus Christ, who lives in Maine, says she didn't know. Yeah, Oprah Winfrey was asking for a sign from God about running for president when she sent a letter to the television magnate. So, okay, let's just rewind that a second. First of all, we have to accept, of course, Jesus Christ in this sense is a woman. She's 83 also, not at all mental, I'm presuming. Unless, of course, we're supposed to present that Jesus, but even, I don't know, I'm not going to go there. Yes, Jesus Christ says, reports that 83-year-old Jesus Christ in northern Walterboro says she began a letter writing campaign 50 years ago. Blimey. So you start, Jesus, imagine doing something like that for 50 years to spread a message of faith and peep. Yeah. After legally changing her name. Oh right, so she was only 33. Oh, why did she change the name? So it wasn't senility or anything like that. It was no, it was literally with plan. Jesus Christ, she sent the letter to Oprah because she likes her, but she didn't know she'd get so much attention. I don't recall why the hell that was a story, but it was. Well, congratulations, us. So then, it's a shorter one today. What are we on? Yes, we are about there. I need to go and collect my son from school. The worst thing in the world to do. Anybody there who's there with his parents having to go contend with other adults in school. It's awful, isn't it? So anyway, I'm off to go and do that, and then do a couple of other things. Another video, of course, coming. I shall try and keep the longer length actual Lord Lukan videos coming a little bit more frequently. Or something like that. We'll see how it goes. But thank you so much for joining me with coffee this morning. I do genuinely hope you have a beautiful day. It is, of course, a nasty day over here. You would have loved the mental statement. I've got to be quite careful reading stuff here. Yeah, you're going to have to talk about it in a nondescript, theoretical way. But cool. But I will drive today. Thank you very much. I will enjoy the children, and you enjoy your puppies and whatever you're doing over there too. And everybody else that's there watching, do have a gorgeous day. Be kind to yourself today. I've got a face pack thing that my daughter gave me for the thing. I have a bath bomb and a face pack, so I'm going to do that if I can. One more thing. State hospital. Ooh, I'm so googling that. I'm gonna Google that. Damn it, we haven't got time here. Right. Anyway, you see what happens when you jangle keys at me. I'm terrible. This is how children get left at schools. Right. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are beautiful. You are wonderful. Thank you for joining me. I hope you join me again tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed the video. And apart from that, until we meet again, stay beautiful. Love to my three. And you take care of yourself.